Okay, am I live? Am I here? Am I going? Am I live? Right. If I'm live, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I don't know if I'm live or not. Am I live? So, we're just waiting for the national anthem to go and everything else. But I'm here live. You'll hear as you can see on the bottom, you will see the scoreboard. You'll hear the commentary as well. You'll hear everything. I'm just waiting to move my webcam up so we can get that done. Sorry if you can hear like the fan going in the corner. It's hot. All my windows are open and I am boiling. But other than that, guess what we're here for? Well, you're here for the Cowboys at Giants. 60% of the people that are commenting for the halftime show and stuff like that are saying the Cowboys will win. Leave your comments. Tell me what you guys think. Is it Cowboys night? Is it Giants night? It's raining as well, apparently. Yep, it is raining. It's raining as well. Not heavy, but light. But there we are. We're just waiting for... that... for the national anthem and everything else to be done, and once that's done, we can kick off the game. It is raining, not heavy, but it's standard. Queen, is it? Was that Latifah singing the national anthem? And we're just waiting for that to go. Sorry about the webcam. I'm having problems with this webcam. If I go like that, it's fine. Look, you can see. But if I go back like that, it gets worse. So it's going to have to be worse than what it is. But other than that, it's going to be a good game. Going to be a nice late game. I think the Giants might undertake this. I think won't win in the first quarter. They won't get the points ahead of Cowboys in the second quarter. Sorry, the first half. But I think they'll come back on the second, slowly but surely. Well, that's my prediction. I think the Giants might win. But what's yours? Leave a comment. Melissa Stark is talking to Dak Prescott. We're waiting to. So we're just waiting for that to move. But other than that, I'm just waiting now. But you will hear the commentary of them, and you'll see the scoreboard as well, and me, and my voice. So,
get it done.
Just waiting. It's a waiting game. And it's a long waiting game. I don't know why they just don't put this on live. They say, like 1:30 a.m. Because now you've got to go through all of this to wait for it to go. Brian Double, second season as Giants head coach, 2022 NFL Coach of the Year, 5th Giants head coach to win award. It's in Giants' hometown, man. They can't lose this. All right, we're kicking off.
NFL debut for Brandon Aubrey, who kicked in the USFL the last 2
Here
years. Eric Gray's NFL debut.
Off.
He's back to receive. He won't touch it.
And we're
it's
off.
a touchback.
And it's a
the
touchback.
Giants take over
And
the
we're kicking
25,
off.
and here's their offense.
Daniel Jones, Duke. Saquon Barkley, Penn State.
Isaiah Hodgins, Oregon State.
Paris Campbell, The Ohio State University.
Darius Slayton, Auburn.
Darren Waller, North Cobb High School.
Andrew Thomas, Georgia.
Ben Bredesen, Michigan.
John Michael Schmitz, Minnesota.
Mark Lewinsky, GAR Memorial High School.
Evan Neal, Alabama.
Year 2 for
All right,
Neal.
here we
You
go.
saw John Michael Schmitz. He's the center. He's new. Second-round pick out of Minnesota. And the Giants begin from their own 25-yard line with Saquon Barkley as the back. And And here
Going for a
goes
run in the
Barkley.
middle.
First run is a gain
Up
of about
to the
4 to the 29-yard line.
29
Getting it
yard
from
line,
Daniel
second down.
Jones. 6th overall pick out of Duke. Played his best football in year 4. The Giants decided he was the guy for now. 4 years, $160 million, half of that guaranteed.
Flip
The
it
numbers
now.
from 2022,
Daniel Jones,
5 interceptions.
3,205
Cut way down
touchdowns,
to those
15,
turnovers.
inches 5,
And the rushing yards,
708,
5th
rush touchdowns,
among
7.
quarterbacks. Touchdowns were 3rd on the ground for QBs.
All right, here we go. Jones has got the ball. Jones has got the ball.
Throw, second and
He's
5.
gone running up to the
Covered,
left. He's going to
and
go
he
in for a
does
first
what he
and
does
slide.
well. Takes off
That's
for
the
the
first,
first
yeah,
down.
39.
Big hit at the back end. Tap
And there's
15
flags everywhere.
onto that, and Jones gets up.
There's
to be
flags
okay.
everywhere. I think because he slid and a tackle came in. I think it'll be
Jaron
personal foul.
Kearse,
Not a
the
good
hit,
start.
the message, and the flag. Adrian Hill, our referee.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense, number 33.
Okay. So unnecessary roughness for Clark.
Clark, 33.
So I want to see it again.
Great
So we're
read
looking
by
at
Daniel
behind.
Jones here. They're going to try and loop
So
inside
Jones,
with Micah
he's
Parsons.
got the ball. He's looking
Daniel
all
Jones
covered.
just read that
So he's gone
perfectly. He saw
round
the edge, go out and pick
and
it
he's
up.
running
And
himself. And as he's
even
gone down,
talking, penalty
Clark tried to
afterwards.
tackle
Take a
him
look at it.
when his both feet was
It
on.
was Kearse, number 1.
Two of them.
Even talking with Daniel Jones, though, I think he knew himself.
All right.
He probably is going to have 50 to 70 yards rushing tonight if they're going to knock off the Dallas Cowboys. He did a great job with it last year.
Here we go again.
He's going to be on the move again tonight.
47-yard line. 14 minutes left on the
Sterling
clock.
Shepard in
Jones has got
motion
the
for
ball.
the
Jones has got
47.
the ball.
Parsons
Little
gets in
cheeky
quick.
throw to
Barkley somehow reeled that
Barkley,
in.
but someone jumped
It'll
on
be a
Barkley.
loss of a yard as Saquon got that right hand out there, was able to hang on to that pass from Jones.
I mean,
Who
it's
jumped on
almost
Barkley?
unbelievable
Someone jumped
sometimes
on
how
Barkley.
fast
So
Parsons
Jones has got
can
the ball.
get to the
You're looking at beyond
quarterback.
the camera angle.
He
Jones
barely
got the ball,
breaks
Barkley's behind.
stride going
Barkley
through
tries
the
to run
block
around.
of Evan
He
Neal,
chips it to
and
Barkley.
luckily for them, they had
And
the screen
someone
pass on. You're going to
just
see a lot
ran
of
over
bootleg
Barkley.
action, a lot of
Oh.
screens, a lot of
I can't-
misdirection.
Well, I couldn't
Try
even
and
see the
slow
replay on
down
that.
Cowboys pass
All
rush.
right, 48-yard line. Second and 10.
It's a run
He's
for
going for a
Barkley
run
this
for
time.
Barkley
Good
in the
opening is Barkley.
middle, and he's
About
just
9
made it for
yards.
probably a
Parsons
3rd and 1.
racing back. Helps to make the tackle, but a good
3rd
gain
and
on
short.
2nd down. Brings the Giants to 3rd and short.
Oh, they're going to like that in New York City because if they can get after the Cowboys up front with these double team
it's the
blocks
first,
on both
3rd and
sides of
short.
the ball, just push them straight
So Jones hands
backwards
it to
and let
Barkley.
Saquon
Weaves
get
in
up
and
the
out.
field and into the secondary where he
3rd
is
and
a
1.
nightmare to try
I think the
and
running
tackle
game's
if
gonna be
you're
on
one
point.
of those
I know that,
defensive
right.
backs.
John Michael Schmitz, one of those double teamers there. That's the rookie we talked about, the center.
All right,
3rd
here
and
we
1.
go. They're going to run it in the middle. Jones has got the ball. Hands up to Barkley.
3 in the
Barkley's going bottom
backfield.
right, and he's through
Barkley first down to the
for
33.
the first.
Tripped up by Malik
The
Hooker out of
33-yard
the
line.
safety spot. The Giants
too
keep
bad
this
so
opening
far.
drive alive.
Not too bad at all.
Really nice job that time by Daniel Bellinger, who lined up in the fullback position to get this little hook block in there. Anytime you can throw a tight end into the backfield and get that kind of a block, that is looking really good for the New York Giants. And we haven't even seen the speed element of this offense
All right,
yet. They're
test
just
that
going
done.
straight power here.
Two tight ends in the game here.
33-yard line.
Harris Campbell, one of the new additions, was the move
Jones
man.
has got the ball.
He goes a lot.
Passes to
and
Barkley.
Breida goes up the
Barkley
middle to the
He's got
27 against the Dallas
27,
defense.
28-yard line.
DeMarcus Lawrence, Butler, Community College.
Hasn't been too bad so far. The Giants are pushing, and it's going well for the Giants. Now we're just waiting.
The Ohio State University.
Trayvon Diggs, Bama.
They have a lot of
Right, here we go.
safeties. Donovan Wilson's usually one of them. He's out. The veteran has a calf injury. Not going tonight.
28-yard line.
Second
Jones
and
has got
4.
the ball.
Cowboys
Running
bring the heat.
bottom
Jones
right-hand
runs away
corner.
from
He's
it
gone
with
over it for a
space.
first. At the
And
20.
Daniel Jones
At the
takes it to
15-yard line.
15-yard line.
Ooh,
Gain of a
Giants are
dozen.
running.
Giants in the red zone.
The Giants are on the run.
So now you've got the new tight end, Darren Waller, in the game. You put him in motion across, and he's going to draw a lot of eyeballs as he comes in to run this route. And because
Brilliant.
you have to focus so much of your attention on him, it's going to create other openings. One of the things they were surprised about was with Darren Waller in the game, a lot of the defenses react with a nickel. So basically treating him like a wide receiver, which opens opportunities in the running game.
Jones going to take a timeout. Play clock was running down as the Giants got out of there a bit late. So it's their first timeout. 4:15 into this one. The Giants, Chris, with a drive with 7 plays, 6 of them runs, a couple of them Jones scrambles. But that's a little bit of what you thought if we had the weather here. Might be the story for Brian Dable.
Well, the Dallas Cowboys struggled a season ago trying to stop the run. And so in the draft, they got Ozzie Smith. And people said, oh, wow, defensive tackle in the first round. Well, yeah, they had some troubles when they had Jonathan Hankins, number 95. So they thought they'd have it shored up a little bit for this season. But so far what we've seen is that still, if you attack directly at the Dallas Cowboys, you take away a lot of their speed elements, a lot of their loops and stunts and blitzes and things that they like to do. This game is very much going the way of the Giants, at least so far.
Here we go again.
New addition, Waller. Tight to the right.
Boom.
Inside with Barkley trying to spin away, but brought down. Play by Wanye Thomas, first-year man at Georgia Tech.
A little bit, but you talk about some speed on the outside. Darius Slayton 4.39, Paris Campbell 4.31, Julian Hyatt 4.4, and I think he's faster than that. And then you get the matchups with these tremendous corners.
All right, here we go again.
Diggs, Stephon Gilmore. It's going to be fun to watch.
Campbell on the move, up second and 10.
He's going to run. He's going to go for a run himself at the 10, at the 8-yard line.
Down at the 8-yard line.
Bloody hell.
His 3rd run here on this opening drive. He's got 27 yards
so far.
Well, so many times the Cowboys end up leaving something, right? Not every quarterback wants to run the football, but because of all the movement up front of the Dallas Cowboys defensive line, they're going to create sacks, but they're also going to create openings if you're Daniel Jones.
Hasn't been too bad so far. The Giants are on the move. And they're running down good 8-yard line.
Isaiah Hodgins outside of him. Now Waller on the move, 3rd and 2. Always good in the red zone.
Boom.
They go in time.
And
the whistle will call false start on Andrew Thomas.
False start, offense, number 78. 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
Andrew Thomas did not have a false start all of last season.
You know, if you're racing Usain Bolt, you might want a little head start. And I think that that's what Micah Parsons does to a lot of people. That's a heck of a matchup out there. Andrew Thomas, a great all-pro tackle. Micah Parsons. Should be fun to watch all night.
Right, here we go again. 3rd and 7.
So now 3rd and 7.
Oh, Jones has dropped the ball.
Who just has to fall on it as Parsons closes in on him. And the Giants' good-looking drive is going to end in a long field goal attempt.
First really big play of the game, John Michael Schmitz, the new center, the rookie. You can tell the ball simply got away from him. Just slipped out of his hand. We've been having rain for about an hour or so out here, and that really nice drive just sort of wilted at the end.
Hey, well, welcome to the new field with all the rubber crumbs, if you will, the crushed rubber that they lay at the bottom of these field turf surfaces. Graham Gano, the veteran, 36 years old.
Oh, it's blocked! It's blocked! And the Cowboys have got it, and they're going for a run all the way through for a touchdown. No, they can't believe it.
Gets the first score of the year. Touchdown, Dallas.
Don't believe it. You can't be doing that
Miami at the end of the preseason.
on your home turf.
Takes it the distance.
What is that all about, man? That's a joke. That is an absolute joke.
Always the fear, the jump in between.
Gets the ball.
Wanye Thomas
done.
Right through the pack,
it was a perfect
and that
kick.
was an easy
but they
block.
got easy block. Yeah, easy blocked.
After it
and he's
started
gone.
so picture
Absolutely
perfectly for
gone.
the New York Giants, ends in disaster.
And Brandon Aubrey's first kick is
and they missed the point.
Rookie out of Notre Dame, never kicked in college football, was
he's missed the
drafted
point
in
as
the
well.
MLS in soccer, picked in Birmingham in the USFL.
Bloody hell,
First
this
NFL
game's
kick
going to
is a
be
miss.
live.
What a start.
Unbelievable. This game is going to be live. This game's right. What an incredible game. And it's not even kicked off the first. Who does that? Unbelievable. You couldn't make it up. You couldn't make it up. So, I mean, Giants, fair play to them, but Giants picked up. They literally moved the ball up, like through the field, but then the snap to Jones was slipped out of his hands and went on the floor. So Jones ran back to the 30-yard line, got the ball, recovered, and then they tried to go for a field goal attempt, and it was blocked. Cowboys defense got the ball. They ran it straight through for a touchdown, but missed the point. Ball went far left. I think this is gonna be an interesting game. There's lots of rain too, so yeah. Interesting. Absolutely interesting. You couldn't make it up. But there you have it. This game is gonna be good. Other than that, welcome. If you just came in first time, new, you'll hear the commentary. You'll hear the game itself. You'll hear the commentary, and then you'll hear my voice as well. Other than that, we are just waiting to be back on. Just waiting. The Continental. Now we're just waiting. We're just waiting for this. It's long-winded. Waiting for the adverts. Waiting for it all to go. Blah, 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 blah. And we're back.
Wanye Thomas with the block. John Michael Schmidt's bad snap helped push the Giants back. And Noah Igbenogany came over in a late trade at the end of the preseason.
Late trade
on the board.
A touchdown.
Point was missed. Touchback.
All right, touchback for the Giants again.
Get the ball
on 8 minutes 3 seconds off this game.
Wow. I mean, it's just wow, right? I mean, that looked really good. And there's Andrew Thomas back in the game. That's good. They were looking at him.
Unreal.
Can't really imagine this game if Andrew Thomas could not be one of the pillars on the left side.
That's a huge part of the story, right? The edge rushing of Dallas and how good they are. And the Giants experienced that firsthand in the games last year.
Right, here we go again. 25-yard line. Can Giants move up? Jones got the ball.
Got blocked.
And it got
as
blocked
Jones
off.
was trying to throw it, Dante Fowler got his arm.
Face.
Didn't get the ball, but
I don't know who it was.
Wouldn't let Jones finish the throw.
It's just unbelievable how fast they're getting in. They're going to try and pull a guard and come over here and kick out on this side, but the guard, Bredesen, can't get there. I mean, that's how fast these guys are getting to the quarterback, and it is a very deep pass rush as well. Getting some single opportunities on the outside. They want to take a deep shot. They could.
Right, 2nd and 10. Jones will shot the ball. Goes right.
Here, trying to get it to Waller, and once again,
blocked away from number 30. Thomas
involved. He breaks it up. First-year player out of Georgia Tech, was undrafted in 2022. Had the lone interception of the preseason for the Cowboys, and he has been on it from the start tonight.
Sure has been, and for Darren Waller, he's going to try and do a little in and out kind of move here against Thomas. Just wonder for Waller, he was dealing with a little bit of a
absolutely
hamstring
unreal. Look at
tweak,
that, blocked
which
away.
was his problem a season
jumps
ago
and
as
dives
well,
into the
and
block.
just how
3rd and
confident
10,
is
not
he
even
just
off
yet in the rain out there with that hamstring.
Unbelievable.
Showed up on the injury report on Friday.
Boom.
3rd and
Jones
10.
has got the ball
Cowboys
again.
break 4.
And he's got sacked.
Thrown down by Micah Parsons.
Parsons. Unbelievable.
13.5 sacks last season, and Parsons gets going to start 2023.
This is when it gets ugly because you just don't know where he's going to go. And for an offensive line, and they're playing together for the first time, and they know the history, and they didn't get him blocked well the last time, and there he goes again, and ugh.
That's ugly. That's not nice.
Jamie Gillen with a
right, John,
to
kick
get it
away.
out of there. It's going to get a good bounce, and we'll get a lot of yards out of it. It'll cover
up to the
58 yards.
58 yards gain.
Monte Turpin couldn't get his hand. Attacking the Cowboys.
Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. What I don't even know what they're seeing, but not looking good so far for the Giants. Not looking good so far. Couldn't make it up. You literally couldn't make it up. Unreal. But there you have it. This is the start of many. But listen, I've got a long way to go yet. It could have changed. It could all change, but we'll find out. Find out near the time. Just waiting. Just waiting for the advert. Adverts are taking long.
Green Bay didn't do it because Kellen Moore was the offensive coordinator he inherited when he came here to Dallas. Kellen Moore now with the Chargers, who scored a lot of points for loss today. And now McCarthy is back to
10.
Really what made him successful on the way up to being a head coach and successful in Green Bay.
He's ready.
Calling the plays.
Here we go.
Prescott and the Cowboys from the 26-yard line. Dak's first throw is complete for a gain of 3 to Jake Ferguson. Here's the rest of the Dallas offense.
Dak Prescott, Mr.
Now we're just waiting. Can't have the music in. C.D. Lamb, Brandon Cooks, Michael Gallup, Jake Ferguson, Tyron Smith. All the names are playing. Dak's got the ball running in.
Now blocking for Tony Pollard.
And Pollard as
2-yard line with this run. And a gain of about 4. Dak is 30 years old now. It's season 8. Remember, he injured his thumb in the Sunday night opener last year and missed 5 starts, yet he was still tied for the most picks thrown by a quarterback in the league.
Games 12.
15 even with those games that he missed. Part of the play calling change. Fewer mistakes expected in this new version of the Cowboys offense.
2 rookie cornerbacks in the game for the Giants right now.
3rd and 4.
Dax got the ball. Throws cheeky left court. To Lamb. Lamb's got it. 30. 20-yard line.
And knocked out of bounds at the 19.
Oh.
Big one on 3rd down for C.D. Lamb. Past Xavier McKinney of the Giants.
They go the bunch formation and come this way and basically come down and just pick the slot player, Adoree Jackson, who is not used to playing in the slot. Most of his career he's been outside, and a lot of inexperience in various positions.
There we go, that left up throws right.
49, now Ferguson, 8 of 9 to the 10-yard line. And Dallas with all the momentum in the first 10 minutes of this one.
I'll tell you what, talking with Dak Prescott,
unbelievable.
He thought very highly of Jake Ferguson, didn't he? He was saying that guy is going to have a big year. We're like, really? He goes, big year.
Unreal.
Dalton Schultz for a long time. He's off with Houston.
Here we go again. 2nd and 1.
3 tight ends. Ferguson the lead role. 2nd year out of Wisconsin.
2nd and 1. Boom. Second and 1. Hands off the first. Pollard in the middle, sorry. Over for a 1st and goal.
And around the 7-yard line. So we mentioned Ezekiel
Up to the
Elliott
7-yard line.
The longtime Cowboy now with New England. And that means Tony Pollard, you're the guy. After playing well for 4 years behind him.
You know what? He's earned it. He's a brilliantly fast guy, runs 4.4, averaged over 5 yards a carry. He has earned the right to be the starting quarterback or starting running back.
Tony for a rush under the 93, 1,007 yards.
Number 3, Brandon Cooks, one of their other additions.
Right, here we go. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Veterans at the bottom. 1st and goal.
Boom. Dax got the ball. Cheeky throw to the left. Caught. Oh, he blocked away.
As McKinney was over there with
Brian McGinney
rookie cornerbacks
for the Giants.
Deontay Banks.
That's very good as well.
1st round pick out of Maryland.
Nicely played. 2nd and goal.
Going to go all the way across the formation here with Ferguson, but it's going to be Deontay Banks, the rookie, who came off his guy to go back and make that play and break up the touchdown. Big time play by Banks.
Here we go again. Boom. Dax got the ball. Throws right.
Flipping it out to Devontae Turpin, started in the backfield. And gets punished over the 3. Adoree Jackson was there to wrap him up. They want to get the ball in the hands of Turpin more this year on offense.
Defense is looking good for the Giants.
Tell you what, that was a good cleanup that time by Jason Pinnock. It looked like, who knows, maybe Turpin's going to be able to spin his way out of this first tackle. And 27 Pinnock came over and went, Giants late.
Here we go. 3rd and goal. Timeout taken.
Another player on the field. There was concern that they would have 12. So the Giants will use a second timeout here in this first quarter before 3rd and goal.
Big play in the ball game, right? I mean, here we go. This is it's interesting to watch this offense so far, though. It looks pretty good. Dak Prescott. Anytime you're talking about the West Coast offense, you're talking about timing, you're talking about footwork. You think of Joe Montana, hit that 5th step, the ball comes out. All the routes are timed up exactly to the quarterback's footwork.
I haven't seen Trey Lance yet.
At least so far, it looks pretty good.
So it's a West Coast offense with some of the terminology that was here, so Dak didn't have to relearn it. So Mike McCarthy has renamed it the Texas Coast offense. Sounds like the same logic that you have in college football realignment, but so be it. Texas Coast offense it is. Pollard's the back. Lamb in motion. 3rd and goal.
Boom. Dax got the ball. Oh, blocked. And recovered
by Leonard Williams.
By the
Giants. Was the one who came to get the heat.
It was an incomplete pass. That was lucky. Very lucky.
Take a look just to make sure that was really an incomplete pass as everybody stares at the scoreboard
here we go. So Dak's got the ball. Defense are coming in. He tries to get it out, and it was on the ground.
It's going to be a short field goal attempt for Brandon Aubrey. We mentioned he didn't play football in college. He's a soccer player at Notre Dame. 1st round pick in the MLS Super Draft. Didn't play professional soccer at the MLS level. It was kind of dumb.
For the Cowboys, 21-yard field goal.
Had his chance to start kicking. Kicked in the USFL the last couple of years, and he's made his first NFL field goal.
done, sorted. So, at the moment, the defense of the Giants have done really well so far. Cowboys offense, they find a way in, but they couldn't get it in the end zone. So, yes, blocked off by the Cowboys. We'll see what happens next. Now we're just going to wait and see. It's long-winded, but hey ho. So at the moment, Giants are doing well. Defensively, not offensively, we're doing terrible, really bad. Hopefully I can make that up. And yeah, defense of the Cowboys doing really well. Offensively, not too bad, but haven't got a touchdown. Sorry, haven't pushed for a second touchdown yet. So, but they're doing well. But yeah, we'll find out how long this advert takes. Let's get a beer. Just waiting. NFL. Lowe's knows home improvement. Okay. Just waiting for the adverts to finish. We'll get this back on. New York City. Right.
They had a really good first drive down the field for the Giants, but the blocked field goal and the score right off of that. And a nice drive for the Cowboys to open 9 plays and 72 yards.
Here we go.
Stalls in the red zone.
Boom.
The field goal added. Now Aubrey's kickoff again go to the end zone. The Giants will start at the 25. This look at the turnaround for the Giants is brought to you by Google. Well, if you know New York, there used to be a little phrase, I love a clean New York. Back in
can't do music. Giants, Big Blue Bingham Bridge. There we go, Giants. Giants are first night in 85 turnovers, tied most in NFL. 2022, 16 turnovers, second fewest in NFL. Daniel Jones, 2019-2011, 36 fumbles, most in NFL. 2022, 6 fumbles, career low. Right.
And Dayball arrival,
25-yard line.
Play and help Daniel Jones.
Here we go. Jones has got the ball. Fake handoff. He's got the ball. Now he's getting caught.
Trying to get away. And he's sacked down back at the 16-yard line.
He got sacked back there.
Osa Odigizua and DeMarcus Lawrence bringing the pressure, and the Giants cannot protect their quarterback right now.
Did you see DeMarcus Lawrence there? He wasn't going to chase that running play down the field. He knew what the Giants were going to come back to. He knew they were going to come back to these misdirection plays, sits there, throws the offensive lineman out of the way, and ends up making the play. On the first play a season ago, he got fooled on that bootleg action. Now he's sitting on it.
All right, 16-yard line. Jones has got the ball, second and 19. Jones has got the ball. He's need a run. He's getting chased down again. He's gone up and had to throw it out of bounds.
Chauncey Golston that time chasing it, but we have a flag down for an ineligible receiver downfield.
Unbelievable.
I think this is going to be on the rookie.
As the rain gets a little heavier.
Rain's getting heavier as well, apparently. Okay.
There's no foul in the play for an eligible man downfield. The player went downfield driving a defender, and then the defender continued to pull him forward. It is third down.
With a conversation with the officials on the field, picks up the flag, but it is still 3rd and long coming up. And what can the Giants
3rd and
do to slow
19
down
with
Dallas'
2 minutes
defense?
30 seconds left on the clock.
I have no idea what they're talking about on that play. Nobody was dragging anybody down the field.
Boom. There we go. Jones got caught. Oh, he come out. Intercepted again. Oh, I don't believe it. How is that possible? Who was that?
The Dallas Cowboys making every play here in the first quarter. Take a 15-0 lead.
15-0. With 2 minutes 22.
One of the big goals this offseason
So Jones
was to
is
get
behind,
Saquon
Barkley's to the
Barkley
left. Jones has
involved
got the
more
ball.
in the passing game.
Passes
Here
it to
they
Barkley.
do.
Barkley
Unfortunately,
gets
the
hit on
Dallas
the side
Cowboys
and the
have
ball
so
goes in
many
the
big
air
play
and it's
guys
recovered.
on defense.
Bang.
Trayvon Diggs
Not
with
even
the
him
huge
aside in
hit,
front of him.
and
He
then
didn't
the
even
guy
see that.
unexpectedly was a
So
star
as
season ago.
Barkley's got the ball, he turns around,
ended up with
bang,
5
and the ball's gone in the air.
Picks it out
And
of
it's
midair,
recovered
and
by the
this
Cowboys and got
is
another
a terrible
touchdown.
start for the New York
This is
Giants.
awful. Absolutely awful.
Diggs usually makes big plays with his interceptions. That time he
All right,
forced
we're down
the
for the
fumble.
point. And the point
Aubrey with
is
the
good.
extra point.
16-0.
Of course, Noah Igbenogany and Deron Bland were going to be the first two.
Unbelievable. Oh, what an embarrassment. Unreal. 16-0 to the Cowboys. You couldn't make it up. You absolutely couldn't make it up, honestly. Like, what's going on here? It's that bad, is it? I mean, what's going on? Seriously. It's really annoying as well. Since oh mate. And I said the Cowboys were gonna do it. Sorry, I said the Giants were gonna do it. Sorry, I think that's gone a bit too far left. Unreal. Unbelievable. No, I just gotta wait. Waiting game, waiting game, waiting game. Da-da-da-da. This is long-winded. Absolutely long-winded. Just unreal. You couldn't make it up though. You really couldn't. Not fair. Absolutely not fair. Alright, here we go. We're back in. Kick back to the Giants, and I think they're going to go for the touchback. Which they are.
Giants' fourth drive
with 2
of the
minutes
game.
22
Start
seconds.
here at the 25. Talk about Diggs. Seeing the guys make plays with pressure. It all comes back to DQ. Dan Quinn, former Falcons head coach, stayed here in Dallas. Stayed in Dallas and has really connected with the players on this defense.
He really has, and he had opportunity. He wanted to leave and go be a head coach, but he knew he was sitting on something special with his defense. And the more these guys play together, the better they're getting.
Here we go again from the 25-yard line. Giants have got the ball.
25. Giants had success running the ball in the opening drive. They'll go back to Barkley. He'll get 5, like he did on the first carry of the game, to the 30-yard line.
Barkley.
Mike, they don't have a choice. We've seen enough, right? They're not going to pass protect against these guys in some sort of a straight drop back.
Second down.
And defensively, you know, when you start seeing all those bootlegs and semi-tricks and different things, you know you've got an offense. And so does the offense.
Boom. Jones got the ball. Barkley again.
Barkley run inside, thrown down after a gain of about 2 yards. Marquise Bell comes up from his safety spot to make the stop.
I think.
And so many times when you can get some running game going, you can go play action because eventually you're going to get man-to-man coverage on the outside with Trayvon Diggs or Stephon Gilmore. Bad news is that those are two of the best man-to-man corners out there in the game, and adding Stephon Gilmore and his experience and what he's taught Trayvon Diggs already.
Jones got the ball.
Designed run. Jones can't get there. Again, it's Bell. And the speed of this Cowboys defense at all 3 levels, the Giants have no answer for.
Going to get down inside, and then Bell is going to circle back around right through there, and they're just faster than the New York Giants. They're getting to the point where the Giants want to get so much faster than what they are. And all the addition of the speed hasn't shown up at all on the New York Giants at all.
Jamie Gillen, the lefty, gets that away. Big kick. Sending Turpin, a great returner, back to the 11.
The Cowboys are going for a run.
Turpin head of steam, and he is met right at the 20-yard line. Giants need to make a play. Michael McFadden, their starting linebacker, does it on special teams there. Dallas takes over, and we're back at 30 seconds after this.
Unreal. Like, you just couldn't make this up so far. Offensively, the Cowboys hasn't been too bad. Defensively, the Cowboys have been great, which is pretty annoying. Now it's just waiting time.
MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey, already the 14th season. The Giants have called this stadium home, built in the parking lot.
20-yard line.
The Giant Stadium used to stand, 20-yard line, not much there on first down. The Giants
see the
finally make a play on the other side.
Defense.
The line of scrimmage, and Jordan Riley comes up to make the tackle.
And their offense is terrible. But
of a lopsided first quarter. Dallas had one drive for a field goal.
First quarter is done.
Defense and special teams score for the Cowboys after one on this kickoff.
Unreal. So it has been a bit of a 16 Dallas. It is a bit of a pain in the arse, but there you go. It is what it is. Giants and Bills tomorrow. I'll be covering that as well. Just waiting now. This is long. Dun, 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 dun. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Dun, 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 dun. Well, been all right so far. Hasn't been too bad. Hasn't been too bad so far. The Giants just needs to get moving, man. This is the problem. And they're not moving as quick as you think they are, which is not good. Just waiting now. Just waiting. Unreal. All right, back him.
Yesterday, they're going to pick it up on Monday. St. Joseph's up 14-0. Pass by Dak is high and incomplete. It'll set up third down. Why don't we show you St. Joseph produced a lot of players, including the McCourty twins, Jason and Devin. And, you know, since it's been like 30 minutes since one of them hasn't been on national TV, we'd show their high school, one of the powers in New Jersey. Great to have Devin as part of our Football Night in America team.
This game keeps going like this. We'll show their full highlight package.
There we go.
Giants defense tries to make a statement.
Dak's got the ball. Bows deep. Right, and it's no good. But there's a flag on the field. And it looks like by the Giants.
6th-round pick out of Old Dominion, chasing a guy who's been in the league 11 years. And the vet gets the big penalty.
Pass interference, defense, number 37. The ball will be placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
It's what you do to rookies. You just constantly go at them because even though the rules are the same in college, they're strictly enforced in the NFL. And NFL veterans like Brandon Cooks, they know how to play into defensive backs to get that foul called. And it's really why every NFL team should be throwing deep at least once a quarter. At least once a quarter, because you get those fouls.
New York Giants, first team to start 2 rookie cornerbacks.
Giants start those rookies.
All right, Dak's got the ball. Throws in. Throws.
His pass to the sideline is incomplete. Try to get it to Jake Ferguson.
Incomplete pass by McKinney.
Good downfield for the Giants. Will bring up 2nd down. Xavier McKinney over
10.
there. Well, what did Dak tell us when we were talking about these rookie cornerbacks, and you may see them both on the field at the same time? He said, congrats. Great that you're starting. I want to see you play after play.
There we go.
Yeah,
14 minutes, 44
and he also
seconds
said
left.
they're out there on the Autobahn. And so you knew exactly what that was.
45-yard
when you're ready for high-speed
Dak's
action,
got the ball.
out on the
They're going in for the middle run.
Yards inside with Pollard.
Not doing good so far.
Now Raheem Nunez-Roches, who, when we saw him in Tampa Bay, always impressed with him as a run stopper. He's a new add to this Giants defense. Dallas going to go quick, trying to catch the big guys on the field. But the Giants subbed their pass rushers in.
Right. Let's go again. Cheeky throw to the right.
Pollard out of the backfield. He is stopped. And that's the new Giant, Isaiah Simmons. He came over in a trade late in the preseason from Atlanta.
Simmons took him down.
Forces 4th down.
They're going for it.
And a Mike McCarthy decision.
Yeah, I don't think you punt from here, right? Especially when you're sitting all over this thing. But Isaiah Simmons, you hit on it. He is as fast as anybody on the football field. And he was right there to make that play. And now he needs to make one more.
Gone. Tackled.
Giants need a huge play here.
Here we go. 4th and 3. They are going for it on the 48-yard line.
They go empty.
Dak's got the ball. Throws in the middle.
Onto by Cooks. The big hit doesn't matter. It's a first down for Dallas as Brandon Cooks held on despite the Trey Hawkins hit.
Isn't it something sometimes that some of the smallest players on the field are the toughest guys? He knew exactly what was about to happen to him here. He knew he had to catch this ball and just take this shot delivered for his team. And sometimes Dak Prescott trusts those veteran players just a little bit more in those situations.
Right, here we go. 28 yard line. Oh, they're going for it. Going for a run. Going for a run. Oh.
Bouncing off that first hit right at the first down marker at the 23-yard line. Dowdle in his 4th year out of South Carolina. Only 7 carries in his career. They all came in 2020.
Yeah, nicknamed the Bull. And they say without question, if they're going to get into some of those pass rush situations, they want him blocking. Ezekiel Elliott so good blocking. Rico Dowdle now with some of that role.
The fullback this year, Hunter Lipke.
On the 23-yard line.
Drafted rookie out of North Dakota State.
That's the ball. Running back.
Dowdle.
And Dowdle gets
the 20-yard line. Azeez Ojulari there for the Giants on defense with Dexter Lawrence as Wink Martindale tries to figure out a way to get this thing turned around. Don's his correct first name, but everybody calls him Wink around the league.
But he needs these situations. He needs 2nd and 3rd and longs. His specialty is to blitz. But you can't blitz a team unless you can get them in some of these longer down and distances. So if he has a few tricks up his sleeve, you might see it here pretty soon.
20-yard line. 2nd and 8. That's got the ball.
20-yard line.
Running back.
It is Dowdle again for a yard to the 19-yard line. Here comes another 3rd down here for the Giants defense. Mike McCarthy telling Dak what the play is.
Yeah, you got a little flavor of it there. So Wink goes over, he overloads one side, so if they pass, he's going to be able to get some pressure back there on Dak Prescott. 3rd and 8. This is right in Wink Martindale's wheelhouse.
The Giants' defense is good.
See number 5, Kayvon Thibodeau. Giants
just keeping them on their toes. 3rd and 8. Boom. Dak's got the ball. Dak's got the throw right. Caught. Oh, caught by Ferguson, and it just dropped out of his hands. If he tried to get it one-handed catch. And yeah, just slips out. 4 and 8.
Good job there by the Cowboys. They used motion to tell him that it's man coverage as the corner goes across the field. He's got his big tight end one-on-one wide open.
Oh no, he actually had it.
Onto the ball.
So Dak gets it. Ferguson grabs it with both hands, but it comes off. He just slips out of his hands.
And now Brandon Aubrey.
Now Aubrey's gonna get the 4-goal attempt at 38 yards. And it's
good. And Aubrey knocks it through. So Dallas 2 offensive drives.
0. Well, not looking good for the Giants. But defensively, the Giants are good. The Giants are actually playing really, really well defensively. Offensively, freaking terrible. Like, absolutely terrible. Couldn't make it up if you tried. And it's annoying. It's so annoying. Winds me up. But hi, this is what it is. Waiting for the adverts. Waiting for the advert. And the adverts are taking long. Very, very long. Unreal. Just waiting now, it's just long. Only been out. Well, this is a long-winded advert. Odell Beckham Jr. 2014, week 12. A one-handed catch. All right. And now we're just waiting. All right.
With the first one to be on, that might be the best catch I've ever seen.
A three-fingered catch I've never seen. But the best play that he made on that thing was that he somehow stayed in bounds.
10 minutes,
it was
55 seconds.
remarkable. It was just remarkable.
Daniel Jones comes back to hopefully get a touchdown.
It's funny when we watch the Giants and we see the rookie Jalen Hyatt at number 13, and my first reaction was Odell. Oh no, it's not Odell. It's just like ingrained in your mind forever. 13 and that play in that end zone.
You know, the other thing about Odell is he was kind of on his way to being a Super Bowl MVP against the Bengals, and unfortunately injured there. But he has been some player. Hopefully he's back in action and doing well with the Ravens now.
Yeah, he drew a couple of pass interferences. Saw him throw a good key block on a play earlier today in the Ravens victory. The Ravens
25-yard line. Jones has got the ball, and then he needs to run again, get the ball out.
For his life. Throws it back across. The flag down. Was Jones inbounds. It's ruled a pick on the field by Stephon Gilmore. So that is ruled an interception. He was looking for anything. Jones saw nothing. And on the field, it's ruled a pick.
Pass, holding, offense, number 73. That penalty is declined. First down, Dallas.
Unbelievable.
Which would be his second interception.
Unbelievable. How's this guy doing this? So Jones has got the ball,
as I was watching,
and he's ran right, tried to get somewhere. Three people are on him, two people are on him. He throws, and as he throws, the ball gets intercepted again for a pick six.
Yep, all good.
What a joke.
And then the veteran, the 12th-year man, Gilmore.
Oh, did that bounce off the ground?
He's able to scoop it before it hits the turf. Close look at it right there, and Brian Daboll is asking over there on the sideline as well. These guys got to look at it. It's an interception, and Dallas, with all the momentum and glorious field position.
Yeah, we got it.
Gilmore right there, and
he
right
picked it up before he hit the ground. Unbelievable. Now it's Cowboys ball on the 40-yard line. Dak's got the ball, throws long in the middle.
Caught by Brandon Cooks.
I mean, this is unreal. You couldn't make it up with Jones again.
And now, because the Cowboys are running it well, they can go play action and get some separation with their speed guys down the field. You just get the feeling they just rave about Brandon Cooks, not just as a player, a guy that's had 1,000 yards in multiple places. He keeps getting traded for number 1 or number 2 draft picks around. But this guy has added some real
You couldn't make it up by far.
To that wide receiver room.
Nearly 10 minutes to go.
All of them have gotten better because of him.
This is Cavante Turpin in the backfield, just going to take the pitch, run toward the edge, and a nice block to get to the 16-yard line. The veteran Tyron Smith, the left tackle,
runs to the left.
An ankle injury earlier this week was out
no
there.
One hardly covers him.
The way for the little guy, 5'7" Turpin.
Oh mate,
start fitting that gold jacket if you want to. This guy's been one of the better left tackles.
We could see one of the most terrible offensive
hasn't been able to stay healthy.
teams yet.
So if he can this year,
I'm seeing now.
I mean, it's really important. Not a lot of experience behind the starting offensive line of the Cowboys. So his health is going to be a major story this year.
16-yard line.
The 17 play.
That's got the ball, throws right. Caught. Oh, nearly caught by Lamb. He just tipped with his fingers. Nearly for a touchdown. But there's a flag on the field. So where's this flag come from? And who is it for? I bet it's defense.
Could this be the education continues?
Before the pass, illegal contact, defense. Number 25, 5-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
Why not?
Deontay Banks.
Well, it's great coverage, especially if you're in college. But let's go 5 yards down the field there, and all good till there, and now it just keeps on going, and he shoves them out of bounds. And that's the difference. The NFL is about scoring points. The rules are made, so you're going to see a lot of points scored. Pass missed that time, though, by Dak Prescott.
All right. 11-yard line.
10 from the 11. And Dak keeps it.
Dak went for a run himself. And ended up at the 6-yard line on a second down.
5 on that one. You see Prescott, who made a lot of noise early on when he ran the football, especially for touchdowns. A lot less of it, obviously, as he's been injured and gotten older.
Yeah, but I do think it's a part of this offense, and that was
second and 4.
Significant in my mind that Mike McCarthy called that play, because that now plants another thought in your mind.
Here we go, second and 4 on the 6-yard line, running in the middle.
Space fights towards that 1-yard line. The first down is Leonard Williams.
Or first and goal.
The former Jet first-round pick. 4th year now with the Giants, throws him down. Mark is just short. It'll be 3rd down.
3rd and 1.
Zach Martin back in there. There was a bit of a holdout. They got settled, and thank goodness they did. Terrence Steele, the right tackle, just overwhelming these guys up front right now. Steele with a remarkable comeback after his ACL, and the offensive line is dominating.
Got the ball, hand it off to the right.
To the edge, cuts it inside, and scores. Tony Pollard takes it in, and the interception by Jones.
Unbelievable, 25 to nothing.
Cowboy touchdown. It is a rout, a quarter and a half into this one.
8 minutes, 3 seconds to go.
Wow. We are talking about the New York Giants, a team that battled all season long, found their way into the playoffs a season ago, won a playoff game on the road, and they have simply been dismantled here tonight.
Unbelievable. And they're going for 26.
Brandon Aubrey.
And it's good.
26 to nothing. Okay.
Unreal. This offense is the worst that I've seen yet. And bearing in mind, I streamed the Niners game against the Steelers, and their offense weren't that bad. That wasn't great, but it weren't bad. It weren't terrible as this. Nothing on the board. Nothing. What is going on here? Seriously, what an embarrassment, to say the least. I mean, how's that possible? But hey ho, it is what it is. Now we'll just wait on. Unbelievable. I mean, defensively, the Giants haven't been too bad. They haven't been the greatest, but they haven't been terrible. They've tried to keep them off base as long as they can, but just find they can't cover up the pocket like they can't cover up the individual offensive players to Dak's team, to Dak's offense. I just let them go past them ease. But 2/3 of the time, he has kept them on like a hold. The Giants' defense have kept them on a hold. It's just madness. Absolutely madness. And at the moment, oh mate, what embarrassment. Right.
New Jersey, where it has been all Dallas. The touchback, the drive starts at the 25 for the Giants. That brings Micah Parsons back out. We talk about his prowess with the sacks, third player with 12 or more in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. But the story deeper with Micah is where they came from. Year 1, they were lining him up on the line, back to the linebacker, and an even split. But he was so impressive on the line. Let's put him on the edge more, said Dallas last year. That's where all of his sacks came from. And Chris, it just shows you why Micah Parsons has become one of the top players, runner-up in Defensive Player of the Year in his first 2 seasons.
Yeah, we'll tell a few stories on him, too.
25.
I think we're going to have time. From the 25, Saquon Barkley inside.
Nowhere.
And he goes nowhere. No gain. And the frustrated Giant fans let them know. It's good to visit with Micah. We were down in Dallas on Friday.
Yeah, he's paying attention. That Nick Bosa contract got his, he said that was surpassed anything I was thinking about. But, you know, the interesting thing is he's such a good pass rusher, but he has short arms comparatively. And when you have short arms, sometimes those big 6'6" offensive linemen can just jab you, and yet they don't even look like they're making contact. And I'll tell you what.
2nd and 9, Jones throwing underneath. It is caught by Paris Campbell, but only for 2 yards, 27. We have a flag down back in the secondary.
Another flag.
And Trayvon Diggs just looked at the official and said, really? He might have said something else, I don't know, but.
Before the pass, holding defense, number 7. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot, automatic first down.
But just to finish up the story on Parsons, so he was getting hit in the face quite a bit, and he turned to boxing, and it has really helped him. There you go with Diggs doing a little wrestling of his own on that one.
We have Sterling Shepard there. It's the 5th first down for the Giants. They had 3 in their first drive, and 1 after that. Daniel Jones only 1 of 6. There's another completion. His second one. First one to Darren Waller. All right, show me this boxing you're talking about, the arm deal.
As soon as contact is going to be made on Parsons, he gets his hands up in front of his face so they can't jab him like that, and then he just started training boxing to make sure that he knew how to avoid those hits and block them. But you'll see at contact, Micah Parsons get his hands up in front of his face and do exactly what you just saw.
Sam Williams out there on one of the edges rushing for Dallas right now as Barkley gets hit hard inside of the 39-yard line. Giants will have 3rd and a couple here with 6:17 till halftime.
Well, and the other thing now you're getting from the Dallas Cowboys is sitting on this lead, they're able to rest some of their star players, but it doesn't matter. I mean, they can really run through some pass rushers. Dante Fowler, Sam Williams, Dorrance Armstrong had 8.5 sacks a season ago. They have good players everywhere, and when they get in this mode, anybody can rush.
Here we go.
3rd and 1. Jones pulls it,
got it out.
It is caught by Waller. Giants think Darren Waller can give them a dimension to the offense that can really change a lot. We're not seeing it early, but they feel as the season goes on, it's going to be a big part of what Brian Daboll dials up.
So exactly what we're talking about there. They're going to send some pressure off the edge here and then get people out into the flat. And this time it's Waller. I think they've got to begin to run this offense through him and at least find out
here we go again.
what all they might be capable of doing with him in a game like this.
47, Barkley behind the line of scrimmage. Terrific penetration there. It's Jonathan Hankins and Dorrance Armstrong. And you were talking about all the defensive linemen were on the sideline. Those big names still out there for Dallas.
Jonathan Hankins is a guy they just have to have show up this season. They really do. Mozzie Smith's still going to be a rookie, but they put a lot of size out there on the field. Mozzie Smith, the draft pick, 6'3", 337. Jonathan Hankins, trade last year from the Raiders, 6'3", 320, and they need inside help.
Oh, Jones got the ball.
Lined up inside there. Jones throws over the middle. It's almost intercepted
again.
Hooker almost had what would be the third interception of this first half for Jones.
You can see the pressure coming around the edge, so he steps up, and he steps right into Leighton Vander Esch, who they're going to use a lot more as a pass rusher this year as well. So
unreal.
You think you got your hands full on the outside with DeMarcus Lawrence and Micah Parsons, Sam Williams, and all those guys. They're going to throw number 55 at you quite a bit this year, too.
All right. 55-yard line. 3rd and 12. Jones has got the ball, and he's getting run down by 3 defensive players, but he's got on the run up to the 50-yard line. 4th down.
5.5 short of the first down. 4:36 left at the 48.
Unreal. So they're looking at behind Jones.
Jones you talk about in football is the quarterback.
As Jones has got the ball, he's looking, and he had to run far left.
Ordinarily,
because 3 defensive players were running.
That amount of time is much shorter now. That time is down to almost 0 for Daniel Jones at this point, because when you start getting hit from both sides,
right, 48
I don't care how tough you are, eventually you're going to start looking around.
Mike McCarthy going to take a timeout here, and Dallas will get set up as Dable lines up to go for it on 4th and 5, down 26 here in the second quarter. Melissa Stark down on the sideline.
Mike, I'm over on the Cowboys sideline, been observing how they're reacting to this game. At first, it was the defensive guys were celebrating, and Malik Hooker came over and said, no, I need more, I need more. He was serious about it. But now, I mean, Trayvon Diggs, he is trash talking. He gathered the guys and said, I have an announcement to make to the Giants. Do not throw the ball anymore. So they've loosened up a bit, and they're having fun with this.
Well, they did. Malik almost had an interception as well.
Are you sure that wasn't Daniel Jones saying that?
On the other side of it, Kayvon Thibodeau and the Giants defense, they've seen Dallas really have 3 drives and score a field goal, touchdown when they've had the ball. 13 points there, and then the 13 they added with the special teams and defensive score minus 1 missed extra point. 4th and 5, Matt Breida, the back for the Giants.
Oh, here we go again. 4th and 5. Go on, Jones, just go for it. Oh, he throws. Cool.
Brings it in for the
Waller.
first down.
Brilliant.
At the 26-yard line. Good looking
Keep him
play.
going.
And a gain of 23.
That's it. That's it. That's the guy who's a better player than what they have guarding him out there. And so go to it. You know, when you have LeBron James, let him shoot the basketball. You have Darren Waller,
perfect,
and he can make
Waller
catches like that. And
cut in straight left. He shouted for it. He wanted it. Jones gave it to him. Bang, open. Yes.
So good those last 4 years with
they
the
just
Raiders.
need a touchdown. That's what they need.
Started to settle in only 9 games last year. Traded to the Giants this year. Barkley up the middle. And as Barkley was picking up steam right around the 24-yard line with 3.5 to go to the half.
So one of the things the Giants are going to do now is when they want to run, they start to compress the formations. They bring the wide receivers in, they bring in extra tight ends and try and pound it right up the middle. But you also get a very condensed version of the Cowboys defense at that.
20. Oh, and it off.
Side Barkley once again. 21-yard line. Saquon Barkley played a lot last year. Played 3 out of every 4 snaps for the Giants, and that's even with missing a game, sitting in Week 17. He was the most used running back by percentage of plays in the NFL last year.
And he had the mistake, right? So he got hit, ball comes out, score touchdown, so what? They've spent some time with him, developing him as a receiver. So now you've got Waller on one side. Barkley has to become a part of this passing game. He's so good in space. You have to get him the ball in space somehow.
3rd and 5, he escapes there. Jones goes to him, and
perfect.
Barkley. Good move to slow down the defender, Jaron Kearse, to get the first down. So Barkley on the catch and the Giants in the red zone.
Now you move them around and you get them in man-to-man coverage on the safety, J-Ron Curse. Well, this guy, remember, he runs 4-4. You'll take that matchup against almost anybody, and then when he gets in the open field, he's a problem for defensive.
Right, now they've got a rhythm going.
At Rita, top of the screen.
At the 14-yard line.
As we get down to the 2-minute warning. So the Giants trying to get something to take to the locker room at halftime. 16 in the first quarter. Dallas has kept it.
So, how these Cowboys have literally gone in hard, man, is unreal. Unreal. What a terrible start for the Giants. Terrible start for the Giants. But now we've sort of got a rhythm going now. They just need points on the ball. Once they get points on the board, right, then they're off. I do want the Giants to win. I did say in the first half that the Cowboys will be up, but we don't know how far up they'll be. But I did say the Giants will come back hopefully the third and fourth quarter, but we will find out. This is so long. So long-winded. Oh, this is long-winded. Designs on TV, mobile, tablet, laptop, set-top, console, Fire Stick, Chromecast, everywhere. Just waiting for it to load back up. It's taking long. Very, very long. Just waiting. All right, here we go again.
7 o'clock Eastern time every Sunday. Everything that happens in the league and gets you set for Sunday Night Football. Giants, 1st and 10. Desperate for a score. Jones tries to get away, can't do it. Dorrance Armstrong coming off the edge. The 3rd sack of Jones here tonight.
One of the issues they had last year with the Cowboys was Evan Neal, the right tackle, trying to hold up against those pass rushers, and they are attacking again. And we talked about Dorrance Armstrong. He's sort of taken over that Michael Bennett role that used to play for Seattle in Dan Quinn's defense, and it is tough when you have those guys that can play inside and outside.
2nd and 15.
It's a loss of 5 on the sack. The 19. Jones throws incomplete on the run, trying to get it to Paris Campbell. They brought in, 5th year in the league, played with the Colts at the start of his career.
That's a big miss right there. That was the one easy throw they had all night long. Daniel Jones, they get a little play fake going to Saquon.
Unreal.
And
at the
just
ball.
wide open. You definitely want to get Paris Campbell involved. He is a tremendous catch and run guy. Plenty of space and just missed him here.
They added Campbell, Jalen Hyatt, the rookie with speed. Giants are open for more from their receivers so far. 5 completions for Jones, none to wide receivers. The 19 thought better of it and took the punishment. It'll be a gain of a yard. And the Giants will send the field goal unit out. We thought first we have a timeout taken by Dallas. Back in 30 seconds to see the Giants field goal attempt.
Well, unreal. It looks like it's going to be all Cowboys game. But what an embarrassment, man. Like, awful, weak start to New York's offense. Unreal.
They were going to line up for a field goal, and Graham Gano's very good kicker. Only missed 3 last year. Had it blocked by Wanye Thomas, so they'll try it again. This one from 36 yards out.
Gano is going for a 36-yard attempt.
Gano missed it to the left.
Oh my
so Gano
God.
is 3 all year. Misses 2 here in the first half. And that was a rough hole for Jamie Gillen as that snap was off to his side. And everything has gone wrong for the Giants.
Unreal. You couldn't make week 1 up. Unbelievable. Really getting on my bloody nerves. I really wanted the Giants to do well against the Cowboys, but my God, offensively, that it's weak, so weak, it's unbearable. Defensively, it's not too bad, but it's more of they've had the they've just had more offensive muck-ups to get the interceptions, that the pick sixes that they want, the interceptions that they needed. And they're just doing so much better, way better, the Cowboys. Defensively, Cowboys are all right. Offensively, Cowboys are great. Giants, defensively, they're doing very well. They're doing good. Not great, but good. But offensive, fucking Christ, they're doing absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. Honestly. What's going on? All right, back in.
So Dallas takes
1
over
minute 5.
at the 26, leading by 26.
We go.
Tony Pollard's the back.
Prescott's got the ball. Throw
1:05
left.
to go, and a sideline shot is out of bounds. And
but he's
incomplete.
out of
Michael
bounds.
Gallup caught it, but out of bounds, and the corner
But 1 minute to go.
hopping to the sideline. Deontay Banks.
1 minute to go. Quarterbacks. Snap to pass from Jones to throw, 1.78. 2.19. Unreal. Absolutely
Full night
unreal.
tonight, and I would say at
Second
least
and
so
10.
far it looks like Dak
With
likes
1 minute
this
to go
new Mike McCarthy
on the 26-yard line.
Texas
Dak's
coast
got the ball.
offense.
hit there as he throws the
Oh,
pass.
he
He's
threw it
incomplete.
out,
Tried to
but
get it out to
was
Pollard.
an incomplete
Dexter
pass.
Lawrence
It got dropped
got
on the floor
inside
by
there.
Lawrence.
Dexter Lawrence got a big contract extension. Player who had a big year a season ago.
Dexter Lawrence, a guy with a big personality as well. 7.5 sacks, led the New York Giants last year. His first Pro Bowl, second team All-Pro, and he has been just tremendous.
Unreal.
They need to get him more one-on-one opportunities. Unfortunately, we really haven't heard from the other guys. Leonard Williams a little bit, Kayvon Thibodeau not so much. You know, they need to crank it up. They need a defensive score.
Deontay Banks was hurt on that play, battling with Gallup on the sideline. Nick McLeod is the corner at the top of the screen. Dallas takes its final timeout here with the play clock running down.
Final timeout for the Cowboys.
I'll tell you, Mike, I've been impressed so far. I think that it's hard for a quarterback and like Dak Prescott to change his style. I mean, that's really what they're asking him to do. Joe Montana was sort of the classic guy along with Bill Walsh, and they had the footwork and the timing, not only the quarterback's timing, but with the wide receivers as well. And you would see Joe Montana 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That back foot would hit, and almost before the back foot was on the ground, the ball was starting to come up. And from a defensive standpoint, it was almost impossible to cover. And so what they're trying to do with Dak, because of all the interceptions a season ago, is let's make some easy throws for him. If the first guy's open, yes, in the flat or wherever, just take it. Let's take some easier throws.
All right, 26-yard line.
56 seconds left, 3rd and 10.
Got the ball.
And they decide to run it with Pollard and get to the 30.
31.
Giants take their final timeout here with 50 seconds remaining in this first half. So the numbers for Dak, not all that great in terms of completion percentage, 50%. West Coast offense, you're expecting more. And Daniel Jones on the other side has had no time. The 3 sacks, 2 interceptions, and just the 5 completions, none to wide receivers. And I think back to Mike McCarthy taking over the play calling because that's what got you there, right? It's always a dilemma for a coach. Do I call plays? Do I not? Because it takes a lot of time during the week. You don't just show up on Sunday and do it. And Mike McCarthy made that choice, and you see some of the signs of how this offense looks different in that first half.
But pay attention to what just happened there, too. It was 3rd and very long. Don't put Dak in a bad situation. You've got to leave. Play to your defense. They're playing great, and that's what he wanted more of, too.
The rookie, Eric Gray, first NFL touch for Gray, and he's brought down at the 29-yard line. That was well covered by Hunter Lipke, the fullback.
Unbelievable, mate. This Giants is having the worst day. The worst night. Honestly, terrible. You couldn't make it up with this. Like, you really, really couldn't make it up. Now we're just waiting. Just waiting. Unreal. Couldn't make it up if you tried. Dun, 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 dun. Just waiting now. Dun, 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 dun. Just waiting now. Phil Simmons, Jeff Foster, Eli Manning. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Right, back in.
And mental health.
Ooh, 52 seconds left.
Giants Foundation with the check presentation.
Jones has the ball. Deep middle.
Jones the pass and it's dropped across the middle by the rookie Jalen Hyatt. Could not secure his first NFL catch. Rookie out of Tennessee.
So here's the way the night's gone. That time, perfect block by Andrew Thomas. Coming right out here on Parsons. Nails him. Doesn't get out of his stance. Beautiful. Got an open receiver. Throw the ball right in there. It's just been kind of one of those kind of nights here.
Hyatt won the Bolitnikoff Award.
2nd and 10.
Receiver in college football last year. Look out again. Jones brought down. Osa Odigizua gets him there. That is sack number 4 of this first half.
It's a clever play by Odigizua. It really was. Everybody was just crunching on Parsons. He's going to go out and loop back under here because he saw Jones stepping up, as we've seen all night long, to take off and run, and he just anticipated where he was going
17.
to be.
And they're not even going to run a play.
Well, the worst.
And the Giant fans let you know what they think of half number 1 of the season. And the Dallas fans love the sound of it. The Giants ran 26 plays.
Real well. I'm going to go for a break. I might lose signal because you're telling me I might lose signal, but I'll be back.
What has impressed you most so far with your team tonight in the first half?
Well, I think you got to start with the takeaways. You know, that's something we pride ourselves on. We've led the league the last 2 years, and we're off to a great start. More importantly, the 14 points off of the turnover. So a little slick out here tonight, but definitely taking care of the ball will be a major priority for us.
What's it been like for you calling the plays for the first time since 2018?
I mean, it's great. I mean, get to compete. So I miss it. It's great to be doing it again.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you.
Mike?
All right, Melissa, thank you. 4 sacks, 2 turnovers. The Dallas defense and special teams lead the charge. 26-0. They get the ball to start the second half. Toyota halftime coming up. And here's Maria Taylor.
All right.
Right. So, yep. I might lose a bit of signal. I'm going to go for a break. I'll see you guys in a minute.